For millions of guys around the world, their biggest struggle is this lingering fatigue that never goes away. Even when they go to bed, they still feel groggy and tired throughout the day, and they can't get rid of it. Now trust me, I've been there. I used to be this guy, but I broke free from that cycle of fatigue and freed myself from the pain of exhaustion. My name is Jacob. I've gone from being chronically sleep deprived to feeling amazing and energetic every day, and I help others do the same. So if you're interested, click the link below. In this video, I'm going to show you what I had to do to break free from the cycle of sleep deprivation and the realizations I had to make to start getting there. If you feel helpless, like nothing you do makes a difference, this video is for you. In the beginning, I didn't really think very much about my sleep. Looking back, I know that it was pretty terrible. My time to sleep was horrible. My ability to stay asleep during the night sucked, and my REM and deep sleep were totally destroyed. But I didn't really think about it too much because that was what I thought is normal. Now, eventually I did start trying to take steps towards improving my sleep. I'd read about these people who were preaching like, hey, you can actually make your life better, make your health better through some of these methods. But I tried them, made a few strides toward making them, and then gave up. And the reason I did that was because there was not an immediate success, and a lot of it just didn't work for me immediately. And now I know a lot more than I did when I was younger. And so I have a lot more perspective, and some of the things I was doing were wrong, but the majority of them just take time. I read a study recently about these rats that were put into a box. And in the box, the floor was made so it could be electrocuted. But there was cheese on the other side, and the rats would have to cross the electrocuted floor to get to the cheese. And so the rats would try, and they get shocked, and they go back. And they'd try again, they get shocked. And pretty soon they would learn that the floor is electrocuted, I shouldn't go on that. But even when the shock was turned off on the floor, the rats still would not escape. They wouldn't go and try and get the cheese because they had convinced themselves that they would be shocked, choosing that fate. This is something that you might relate to. You feel like nothing you do makes a difference. And either way, you're just going to have bad sleep, so you might as well not try. When I was in that circumstance, the thing that gave me a kick in the butt was these thinkers, these writers, and these creators. And so this book here, The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg, it really gave me a kick in the butt because I realized that there were actually things that I could change. I could change my habits for the better. Now, I go into depth on this book a lot more in my course. It's pre-sale down below. But it is really imperative to me that I discovered things like this, because if I hadn't, I might still be in that same situation. So those kind of gave me a kick in the butt. I realized, oh wait, maybe this will work. It started breaking down my learned helplessness a little bit. This is what I hope to do for you. And I started to finally make moves toward improving my sleep. When I started improving my sleep like that, everything just changed. I didn't realize how different life could be if I just took these small steps. And they're not immediate, they do take time, but when you have high quality sleep, your life is just worlds different. And so my message to you, my message to my younger self is this. You have agency over your life. You need to take action and take control, because things change. You are not the same person that you were 10 years ago. And 10 years ago, there were certain things that you couldn't do, that you would have failed at, that you can easily do now. And so my message to my younger self is this. You need to keep pushing. Forget this whole learned helplessness thing. Forget that mindset. You can do it. It doesn't have to be this way. And so what I would say is you need to keep trying the methods. Because even if it shocks you, it's not going to kill you. And eventually that shock is going to be turned off. And you're going to be able to escape. You're going to be able to go through that door, get the cheese, escape the bad stimulus. So when you feel this way, this is speaking to myself, really, I just wish that I kept hope and kept trying. Because eventually the shock will be turned off. And then everything will change. Alright, guys. Like and subscribe. Pre-sale link down below. Got 'em. Bye-bye.